Start.
A very good morning to all. I welcome you to Future of Jobs 3.0, a national e-conference on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day organized by CIRI. Starting off, every year, July 15th is celebrated as World Youth Skills Day, initiated by UNESCO globally to highlight the importance of equipping young people with skills for employment, entrepreneurship, and future readiness. The 2025 theme focuses on youth empowerment through AI and digital skills, encouraging innovation while addressing the digital divide. It is a global call to invest in vocational training, digital education, and inclusive opportunities to prepare youth for tomorrow's workforce. Before we dive into today's valuable session, I would like to introduce our organization, SIRI, which is a government of India recognized and globally awarded skill development organization. Through our value-added certification programs, we build industry-ready graduates by training youth and graduate professionals. These value-added courses align with NAC, NBA, NEP, and IIC guidelines and provide a skill-based hiring platform specially designed for pharma and healthcare industry. Not just this, but we are solving India's biggest problem, that is job crisis through our job matchmaking platform. We bring together India's top-notch companies and help candidates get jobs on this platform. You can visit www.siri.in, our website, to know more. And today we are here excited to have you with us, students, professors, principals, TPOs, and industry professionals from all corners of the country to talk about something that truly matters, your future in the world of work. We are living in a time where job roles are changing fast, skill requirements are evolving, and the traditional paths to careers are being redefined. That's exactly why we created this space where you are guided directly from the experts that will help you understand what the future of jobs really looks like and what you can do to stay ahead of the curve. Each one of our speakers is bringing stories, strategies, and insider knowledge that can guide your next steps. As we begin this exciting session, we are honored to be joined by a diverse panel of speakers who are experts and pioneers in their respective fields. Our very first speaker for today is Dr. Sandeep Atre, a counseling psychologist and an internationally recognized specialist in emotional intelligence training. He is the founder of Social Agents, a venture specializing in development of social and emotional intelligence through its e-learning course rooted in neuroscience and psychology. He is also co-founder of CH Edgemarks, a leading coaching group of Central India. He is author of three books related to his domain, namely Understanding Emotions Logically, Observing Nonverbal Behavior, and a Psychologist Prescribes. The fourth book on various aspects of life, named Two Paras of Everyday Wisdom. Moreover, the collection of his nazms and ghazals is published as a book titled Baat Jazbaat Ki. In his career of over 2.5 decades, he has trained professionals of more than 50 companies and thousands of individuals to sort out and excel in interpersonal matters. So let's go ahead with the session by Dr. Sandeep Atre.
Okay, so fantastic then. I would really like to and love to welcome Dr. Sandeep ji. Dr. Sandeep ji, once again, I welcome on this particular platform. I still remember during lockdown, we conducted one e-conference and where you interacted with all our students, and that experience was fantastic. अभी इसलिए especially for this season of Future of Jobs, I on behalf of all the students, all our partnered institutions, I would like to welcome you on this panel, sir.
Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure being here. Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
Perfect, perfect. So let's get started with the first session of the day. And हम लोग, especially what happens is since COVID-19, what we have seen is we keep on talking about AI, impact of AI on jobs, not just on IT jobs, but it is everywhere. लेकिन slowly हम लोग खाली focus कर रहे AI पे. But we as a human, we really need to understand what expertise we have or what potential we have. Maybe with or without technology, we still have something which probably robots cannot have, which probably technologies will never have. And that only skill which only humans can have is emotional intelligence. And who can be the best resource, who can be the best expert to, make a justice to this particular topic of emotional intelligence and probably its connection with artificial intelligence is Dr. Sandeep sir. So डॉक्टर संदीप सर, हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन आपसे है, अ, जितने भी सिंपल हो सके प्लीज हमें बताइए कि इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस आखिर है क्या, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस और इमोशनल क्वोशंट जिनको हम लोग ईक्यू बोल रहे हैं, सिंपलेस्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन।
सचिन जी, जहां तक इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस का सवाल है, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस 3 स्किल्स का कॉम्बिनेशन है। इन्हें आप 3 A's की तरह याद कर सकते हैं। पहला है अवेयरनेस, सेकंड है अट्यूनमेंट एंड थर्ड इज एडेप्टेबिलिटी। अवेयरनेस जो है वो है इस बात की समझ कि मेरे अंदर क्या चल रहा है, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज गोइंग ऑन इनसाइड मी, दैट विल क्वालिफाई एज अवेयरनेस।
राइट।
Attunement is what is happening inside the other person. And adaptability is on the basis of awareness and attunement, choosing the most constructive response in the given situation.
ओके।
Awareness, attunement और adaptability, इन तीनों का कॉम्बिनेशन जो है वो social and emotional intelligence है।
Social emotional intelligence, right, right, right. And what is this connection between IQ and EQ?
देखिए, ये बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है। हार्वर्ड जो है वहां पर शुरुआत में जब 80s की बात है, 1980s की, उस टाइम पर ये काफी बड़ी चर्चा चली कि आईक्यू जो है, आईक्यू सक्सेस का पैरामीटर है, यार्डस्टिक है, और आईक्यू सक्सेस का प्रिडिक्टर है। लेकिन जॉन मेयर्स और पीटर सेलोवी नाम के दो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आप कह लीजिए फैकल्टी और रिसर्चर्स, इनके काम को डेनियल गोलमैन नाम के एक ऑथर ने सबके सामने लाकर ये क्लियर किया कि सबसे बड़ा प्रेडिक्टर सक्सेस का प्रोफेशनल वर्ल्ड में वो आईक्यू नहीं, वो ईक्यू था, इमोशनल क्वोशंट। तो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस, इस पर किए गए काम का द ग्रेटेस्ट क्रेडिट goes to these two people, John Mears and Peter Salovey. And then Daniel Goleman became the one who showcased this concept to the world through his much cherished and celebrated book Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. So emotional quotient जो है, emotional quotient is the measure of how well can you use your emotions intelligently. अब इसको बड़ा सिंपल तरीके से देखते हैं। Have you ever wondered that अगर मैं किसी भी इंसान से बात कर रहा हूं तो इस सब में कहीं पर भी एक हद के बाद रिहर्सल नहीं हो सकती,
राइट?
इट इज अ रियल टाइम सिनेरियो,
राइट।
अब दुनिया में सारे सिस्टम्स में ह्यूमन बीइंग ही ऐसा सिस्टम है जो कि डायनेमिक, यूनिक और कॉम्प्लेक्स तीनों है। आपको कोई भी और सिस्टम नहीं मिलेगा विच विल बी ऑल थ्री, डायनेमिक, यूनिक एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स। फॉर इंस्टेंस, मैं आपसे अलग हूं, मैं सुबह अलग हूं, दोपहर में अलग हूं, शाम को अलग हूं, मुझे भी नहीं पता कि मैं ऐसा क्यों हूं। तो देखा जाए तो आप सिस्टम अगर किसी रॉकेट के लिए भी बनाएंगे तो वो कितना भी कॉम्प्लेक्स क्यों नहीं हो, लेकिन वो डायनेमिक नहीं। ऐसा नहीं है कि आप रॉकेट को छोड़ के गए लंच के पहले और लंच के बाद वापस आए तो रॉकेट बदल गया, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। तो दे आर सोफिस्टिकेटेड सिस्टम्स बट दे आर नॉट डायनेमिक सिस्टम्स। अब जहां तक ह्यूमन बीइंग्स का सवाल है, मैं जब किसी से बात कर रहा हूं तो सामने वाला इस वक्त लगातार बदल रहा है। देयर इज अ रियल टाइम चेंज हैपनिंग विद इन सचिन जी राइट नाउ,
राइट,
व्हिच इज accessible to me not through any data, and for sure not through any big data, but through what is called small data. वो स्मॉल डेटा है आपके एक्सप्रेशंस, आपके जेस्चर्स, आपके पोस्चर्स, आपके माइक्रो एक्सप्रेशंस। आप एक्सप्रेशंस तो फिर भी छुपा लेंगे, पर माइक्रो एक्सप्रेशंस कैसे छुपाएंगे? सो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, द मोस्ट चैलेंजिंग पार्ट ऑफ एनी interpersonal interaction, be it in personal, professional, or social setting, the most challenging part is when there is a face-to-face interaction between two persons.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just cannot plan for it foolproof तरीके से.
Right.
आपको बिल्कुल नहीं पता.
Right.
फॉर इंस्टेंस चाइना ने द ग्रेट वॉल ऑफ चाइना बनाई, इतनी मोटी बनाई कि उसको छेदा ना जा सके, इतनी ऊंची बनाई कि उसको उलांगा ना जा सके, और इतनी लंबी बनाई कि कोई सरकमवेंट ना कर पाए. उसके बावजूद ग्रेट वॉल ऑफ चाइना बनाने के बाद के पहले 100 साल में 3 बार चाइना वॉज इन्वेडेड. एंड द रीजन वॉज सिंपल, गेट कीपर्स ने घूस खा के गेट खोल दिया था.
Right.
नाउ जस्ट लुक एट द आयरनी. आप किसी भी ह्यूमन बीइंग के साथ कोई भी प्रिडिक्शन पूरी तरह से कर ही नहीं सकते.
कर ही नहीं सकते. Right. Right. Right.
Exactly. And that's what makes emotional quotient so important. Because emotional quotient is a person's ability to adapt his or her interpersonal response on the basis of attuning with the other person and on the basis of awareness of one's own intrapsychic features.
Right.
ये इमोशनल क्वेश्चन होता है.
Right.
अब छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे. आप ही देखिए कि कई बार ऐसा क्यों लगता है कि हमें कोई इंसान कह तो रहा है आई लव यू, लेकिन वो बात हम तक क्यों नहीं पहुंचती. और कई बार कोई इंसान हमें आई लव यू नहीं कहता है,
ठीक कह रहा है. राइट.
लेकिन फिर भी हम तक पहुंच जाती है. ये कैसे हो गया? ये ऐसा इसलिए हो गया क्योंकि अगर मैं किसी को कह रहा हूं, मान लीजिए, आपको जरूरी तो नहीं कि रोमांटिक तरीके से कहूं, पर अगर कोई किसी को कह रहा है आई लव यू, तो उसे भी 3 तरह से कहा जा सकता है. मैं कहूंगा आई लव यू. अब इसका सवाल क्या रहा होगा? इसका सवाल रहा होगा हु लव्स मी, तभी मैं कह रहा हूं आई लव यू. मैं अगर किसी को कहूं आई लव यू, तो इसका मतलब होगा कि सामने वाले ने सवाल पूछा होगा व्हाट डू यू फील फॉर मी. अब अगर मैं किसी से पूछूं आई लव यू, तो सवाल रहा होगा हु डू यू लव.
राइट.
अब ध्यान से देखिए, नॉर्मली क्या होता है रिश्तों में, धीरे धीरे आई और यू पे लोग थ्रस्ट देना शुरू कर देते हैं और लव पे थ्रस्ट गायब हो जाता है.
ओके. ओके.
अब आप कहेंगे ये कैसे पता चलेगा? क्योंकि कोई मेजरमेंट तो हो नहीं रहा है कि ये जो टेम्पो है, ये जो पिच है, ये जो टोन है, ये जो थ्रस्ट है, ये जो वॉल्यूम है, ये सब कैसे चल रहा है. वेल, ये करने की आपको जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. सचिन जी, हमारे अंदर इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस प्री इंस्टॉल्ड आती है. हमें बस अपने दिमाग को डीक्लटर करना पड़ता है और अपने सेंसरी इनपुट्स को ज्यादा अक्यूट करना पड़ता है. तो सारा स्किल डेवलपमेंट रिलेटेड टू इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस जो है ना सचिन जी, वो दरअसल कोई भी नई स्किल डेवलप करना नहीं है. वो हमारे अंदर प्री इंस्टॉल्ड फैक्ट्री सेटिंग्स पे वापस जाने के लिए एक डेलिबरेट कोशिश करना है. एंड दैट इज व्हाट विल बी द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट मेजर इन द फ्यूचर. क्योंकि फ्यूचर में आप माने चाहे ना माने, मैं मानूं चाहूं ना मानूं, लेकिन वो सारे लोग जो हमें सुन रहे हैं, वो जब वर्क फोर्सेस में जाएंगे तो उनके पास इंटरपर्सनल इंटरैक्शन के स्टेक्स तो बढ़ते जाएंगे, लेकिन इंटरपर्सनल इंटरैक्शंस की अपॉर्चुनिटीज कम होती जाएंगी.
यस 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 यस, वेरी क्लियर, वेरी क्लियर. जो प्योरली इमोशन के बेसिस पे है, जो प्योरली फीलिंग्स के बेसिस पे है, और जो प्योरली कम्युनिकेशन या कॉन्वर्सेशन के बेसिस है. राइट राइट राइट, परफेक्ट परफेक्ट. यहाँ पे लेकिन और एक चीज है, स्पेशली जब भी हम लोग ये एआई के अभी टूल्स देखते हैं, स्पेशली चैट जीपीटी, जेमिनाई, slowly slowly we have seen chat gpt version number 1, version number 4, even we have seen the changes, upgradation continuously हो रहा है. But can you see somewhere down the line, after 1 year, after 5 years, AI probably, क्या वो slowly slowly can it learn the human emotions? क्या वो compassion या empathy या emotion या feelings वो समझ सकता है?
जी, इट्स अ वेरी रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन. देखा जाए तो यहाँ पर मैं रेफर करूंगा हार्वर्ड गार्डनर, जो कि हार्वर्ड के प्रोफेसर थे, उनकी मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंस थ्योरी को. तो उन्होंने पैराडाइम हमेशा के लिए शिफ्ट कर दिया कि इंटेलिजेंस होती क्या है. उन्होंने मल्टीपल इंटेलिजेंसेस बताई. उन्होंने कहा कि भाई एक इंसान की इंटेलिजेंस एग्जिस्टेंशियल इंटेलिजेंस भी होती है, जैसे स्पिरिचुअल कह लीजिए, आपकी लॉजिकल मैथमेटिकल इंटेलिजेंस भी होती है, आपकी विजुअल स्पेशियल इंटेलिजेंस भी होती है, आपकी वर्बल इंटेलिजेंस भी होती है, आपकी काइनेस्थेटिक मूवमेंट की इंटेलिजेंस भी होती है, आपकी म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस भी होती है, आपकी नेचुरलिस्ट इंटेलिजेंस, यानी कि नेचुरल इंटेलिजेंस जिसको वो कहते हैं कि एनवायरनमेंट को समझना, और हवाएं किस तरफ चल रही हैं और प्लांट से क्या मिलता है, वो सारी चीजों को समझना। आज भी जो लोग जंगल में रहते हैं वो सिर्फ हवा के चलने से बता सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर क्या प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है, बादल कैसे आ रहे हैं, वो सब नेचुरल इंटेलिजेंस। उसके अलावा वो दो और इंटेलिजेंस की बात करते हैं, एक है इंट्रापर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस और एक है इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस। तो आपके सवाल का जवाब ये है कि इन 8-9 इंटेलिजेंसेस में से एआई फॉर श्योर 7 इंटेलिजेंस तो आगे पीछे ले ही आएगी और ह्यूमन बींग्स को पक्का बीट कर देगी।
ओके।
सो हम उससे ज्यादा लॉजिकल मैथमेटिकल नहीं हो पाएंगे, उससे ज्यादा म्यूजिकल नहीं हो पाएंगे, हम उससे ज्यादा स्पेशल नहीं हो पाएंगे, हम उससे ज्यादा शायद चाहकर भी लिंग्विस्टिक नहीं हो पाएंगे। उसके पास हमसे बेहतर होंगी ये सारी इंटेलिजेंसेस, लेकिन उसके पास दो चीजें नहीं होंगी, इंट्रापर्सनल और इंटरपर्सनल। देखिए इसमें ना एक बहुत अच्छा एक्सपेरिमेंट मुझे याद आता है साइकोलॉजी का, सचिन जी। एक बंदर के बच्चे को दरअसल अलग किया गया अपनी माँ से, और उसके बाद दो जो हैं वो बंदर का शेप का वहां पे वो बनाया गया, पुतला बनाया गया। एक में बकायदा बॉटल से जो है वो ब्रेस्ट क्रिएट किए गए जहां से दूध आता हो,
राइट।
और एक में कुछ भी वो क्रिएट नहीं किया गया बॉटल से दूध वाला, वहां पे सेटअप क्रिएट किया गया वो वाला फैब्रिक जो कि मदर के टच के सबसे नजदीक हो। तो बंदर का बच्चा, दूध उसे दूसरी जगह से मिल रहा है, बट ही प्रिफर्ड टू स्टे इन द लैप ऑफ ये दूसरा वाला।
ओके।
अब इसे क्या कहेंगे आप? देखिए आप और मैं आज भी ऐसा टूल कहां से बनाएंगे जो हमें हक करता? आप ऐसा टूल कहां से बनाएंगे जो मेरी आंखों में देखता हो? भाई जब आई कांटेक्ट होता है तो सचिन जी आप मुझे बताएं, जो मैजिक होता है वो मैजिक आप कहां से लाएंगे मशीन में?
राइट राइट राइट।
क्योंकि वो बहुत बायोलॉजिकल लेवल पे होता है। देखिए आपको इसका एक थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग पहलू बताता हूँ। तो होता क्या है सचिन जी, व्हेन टू पर्सन्स लुक इनटू ईच अदर्स आईज, तो आईज जो हैं, आईज के जो प्यूपिल्स होते हैं हमारे, वो प्यूपिल्स डायलेट और कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं। वो डायलेट तब होते हैं जब अंधेरा होता है, क्योंकि अंधेरा होगा तो डायलेट होंगे, क्योंकि ज्यादा लाइट जो है वो आने के लिए ज्यादा आपको सरफेस एरिया चाहिए। अगर लाइट आ रही है तो आपके प्यूपिल्स कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट होंगे, छोटे हो जाएंगे थोड़े से। पर इसके अलावा इमोशनली भी डायलेट और कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं। तो इफ अदर पर्सन, जो हम जैसे मान लीजिए मैं और आप सामने एक दूसरे के, अब मैं अगर आपको पसंद करता हूँ एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग, एज अ फेलो ह्यूमन बीइंग, तो मेरे प्यूपिल्स डायलेट हो जाएंगे और आपको सबकॉन्शियसली पता चल जाएगा। लोगों को जब दो फोटोग्राफ्स दिखाए जाते हैं सेम पर्सन के, एक में प्यूपिल डायलेटेड एक में प्यूपिल डायलेटेड नहीं, तो अधिकतर लोगों को डायलेटेड प्यूपिल वाले अच्छे लगता है फोटोग्राफ, जबकि उसमें कोई चीज रीजन, क्योंकि अगेन हमारे अंदर जो है वो प्री इंस्टॉल्ड आई हुई है उसके लिए सेंसिबिलिटी।
राइट।
तो अब जब दो लोग एक दूसरे को पसंद करते हैं, तो ये जब इसकी आंखों में देखता है और इसको पसंद करता है, तो इसके प्यूपिल्स डायलेट होते हैं। अब इसके प्यूपिल्स डायलेट होते हैं तो इसको अच्छा लगता है, इसको लगता है कि ये पसंद करने जाने लायक है, इसीलिए इसे पसंद आ रहा है, तो ये भी इसको पसंद करने लगता है थोड़ा सा, तो इसके प्यूपिल्स भी डायलेट होते हैं। अब इसके प्यूपिल्स इसको देख के डायलेट हो रहे हैं, इसके प्यूपिल्स इसको देख के डायलेट हो रहे हैं, और ये डायलेशन फॉर सम स्ट्रेंज रीजंस क्रिएट्स दैट मोमेंट ऑफ मैजिक। ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा लवर्स के बीच में हो, ये माँ बेटे, बाप बेटी, कस्टमर, मैनेजर, इन सब के साथ जो है वो होते हैं।
राइट
जस्ट
राइट।
इमेजिन, ये कहां से लाएगी मशीन? मशीन ये नहीं ला सकती।
एग्री।
आज किसी को हक करना, किसी का टच, ये कहां से लाएगी मशीन? ये नहीं ला सकती। तो अब क्या हो जाएगा, अब शायद कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट तो सचिन जी हो सकता है मशीनें कर लें, कस्टमर एक्सपीरियंस मैनेजमेंट तो ह्यूमंस ही कर पाएंगे ना।
यस 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 यस।
एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट विल बी एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एआई बाकी सारी टाइप्स ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस में तो बीट कर ही देगा, ये पक्का है। लेकिन ये दो इंटेलिजेंस जो हैं, इंटरपर्सनल और इंट्रापर्सनल, इनमें जो है वो बीट करना बड़ा मुश्किल होता
राइट 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 राइट।
है ना। जब आपके ताऊजी कहते हैं काके इधर आ, तो वो चाह के भी वो जिस तरीके से वो बोलते वक्त आपकी तरफ देखते हैं, ये कहां से रेप्लिकेट करेंगे?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, जैसे
सॉरी, मैं आप कुछ
टेक्नोलॉजी
कह
कैन
रहे
नॉट
थे, मैं बीच में।
replicate that. राइट राइट राइट। राइट, वेरी ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू। अगर ये दो चीजें रेप्लिकेट नहीं हो सकती या रिप्लेस नहीं हो सकती, सो हाउ वी एज अ ह्यूमन वी कैन इम्प्रूव और रादर एक्सपर्टीज ऑन दीज टू फैक्टर्स, उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा?
देखिए, ये तो स्किल्स हैं और इन स्किल्स को डेवलप करना पड़ता है। अब जैसा कि मैंने कहा, इनके डेवलपमेंट का बेस्ट पार्ट ये है कि ये स्किल्स डॉर्मेंट होती हैं हमारे अंदर। तो
हम्म,
इनको जो है वो एकदम शुरू से डेवलप नहीं करना पड़ता, इनको जो है वो सिर्फ जगाना पड़ता है।
हाँ हाँ।
तो आपके अंदर, मेरे अंदर जो ये स्किल्स हैं, ये कैसे जगती हैं, इसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान से देखते हैं। अब अवेयरनेस का एक इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है, जो जो मैं मॉडल बता रहा था, जो कि हमारा मॉडल है एट सोशलिजेंस, हम इसको फॉलो करते हैं, जो हमारा कंपनी है।
हम्म
अवेयरनेस, अट्यूनमेंट, अडेप्टेबिलिटी, ये तीन है इसका मॉडल। तो जो अवेयरनेस है, उसका एक हिस्सा है जिसे न्यूरोसाइकोलॉजी में कहते हैं इंटरोसेप्शन।
हम्म
इंटरोसेप्शन क्या होता है? भाई, हमारा ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम है, जो कि हमारे इंटरनल ऑर्गन्स के साथ काम करता है। ये टिपिकली दो में से एक मोड्स में होता है, एक मोड में होता है। एक फ्लाइट एंड फाइट मोड, और एक रेस्ट एंड डाइजेस्ट मोड,
हम्म
फीड एंड ब्रीड मोड। तो ये जो फाइट और फ्लाइट मोड में जब हमारा नर्वस सिस्टम होता है, तो उस वक्त पे सचिन जी, मेरे दिल की धड़कन तेज होती है। उस वक्त पे मुझे आर्म पिट्स में पसीना आने लग जाएगा। उस टाइम जो है, मेरी पलकें जो है वो बार बार झपकने लग जाएंगी। मेरा गला थोड़ा सूखने लग जाएगा, क्योंकि सलाइवेशन जो है हट जाएगा। उस वक्त मेरे होठ सूखने लग जाएंगे। उस वक्त मेरी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर बदलने लग जाएगा। मेरी सांस जो है वो तेज चलने लग जाएगी। अब कभी आप सोच के देखिए, कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। एक इंसान अगर अपने अंदर क्या चल रहा है ये देख सके, तो वो कितनी सारी इंटरपर्सनल सिचुएशंस में गलतियों से बच सकता है। फॉर इंस्टेंस, इस्लाम में, क्योंकि अभी अभी मुहर्रम गई, तो मुझे अचानक से याद आता है कि इस्लाम में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर है अली।
हम्म
तो अली से रिलेटेड एक एनेक्डोट है सचिन जी। वो एनेक्डोट ये है कि अली एक बार एक जो युद्ध था, उसके अंदर अपने एडवर्सरी से लड़ रहे थे, अपने राइवल से लड़ रहे थे। तो लड़ते लड़ते एक वक्त आया जब राइवल नीचे था, अली के हाथ में है, जिससे वो मार रहे हैं उसको, हथियार है। और जैसे ही अली उसको मारने गए, वैसे ही उस राइवल ने जो है वो उनपे स्पिट कर दिया। जैसे ही राइवल ने उनपे स्पिट किया, तो अली रुक गए।
हम्म
अली रुक गए और अली ने उनको कहा कि जाओ, माफ किया, किसी और दिन। सो ही सेड कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, अगली बार शायद पकड़ में ना आऊं मैं।
हम्म
अली का जवाब जो था, ऑफ कोर्स लैंग्वेज उनकी अलग रही होगी, लेकिन मैं अपनी लैंग्वेज में कहूं, अली का जवाब था, मैं योद्धा हूं, मैं हिंसा भी बिना क्रोध के करता हूं। अब चूंकि आपने मुझे स्पिट कर दिया, तो मेरे अंदर क्या आएगी? मेरे अंदर क्रोध की भावना आएगी। अब इस वक्त अगर मैंने आपको मारा, तो एक योद्धा दूसरे योद्धा को नहीं मार रहा है, अब एक इंसान दूसरे इंसान को मारने लगे।
ओके।
तो नाउ रोल्स आर नॉट फाइटिंग,
राइट राइट राइट।
इंडिविजुअल्स हैव गॉट इन्वॉल्व। मैं
हम्म
हमेशा मैनेजर्स को कहता हूँ कि भाई, एंगर इज अ टूल। एज अ मैनेजर, एज अ लीडर, आप अपने जूनियर टीम मेंबर को कभी तो थोड़ा सा आवाज ऊंची करके बोलेंगे ना,
राइट।
कभी तो कड़े शब्दों में बोलेंगे ना। बट
हम्म
उस टाइम पे बस ध्यान रखिएगा
हम्म
अपने अंदर के इस पूरी चीज को, ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम को। अगर आपकी दिल की धड़कन बढ़ने लग गई उसको डांटते वक्त, नाउ मैनेजर इज नॉट टॉकिंग टू
यस
सबॉर्डिनेट,
यस
नाउ
राइट।
इंडिविजुअल हैज स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग टू इंडिविजुअल। नाउ
हम्म
दिस इज अवेयरनेस। अट्यूनमेंट की बात लेते हैं सचिन जी। एक बच्चा लेते हैं, उसका नाम रखते हैं चिंटू। ठीक
हम्म
है। अब मान लीजिए वो बच्चा जो है वो करीब 1.5 2 साल का है। वो बैठ के कोई हरकत कर रहा है, कुछ तो भी काम कर रहा है। अब जब वो काम कर रहा है, तो आप ध्यान से देखिएगा, जब माँ या पिता या भाई या बहन या जीजा या फूफा जो भी होंगे उनके घर में, दादा दादी नाना नानी, वो जब आते हैं और वो आके कहते हैं, चिंटू ये मत करो,
हम्म
चिंटू पहली बार में बिल्कुल नहीं सुनता।
हम्म
चिंटू जो है वो फिर भी करता रहता है। मान लो पेपर फाड़ रहा है या कुछ कर रहा है, या कुछ पेन से चितर रहा है, और आपने कह दिया कि चिंटू मत करो, चिंटू मैंने कहा ना मत करो, वो अभी भी कुछ नहीं करता, वो करता रहता है, कुछ नहीं सुनता। फिर आप थोड़ा जोर से चिल्लाते हैं, उस टाइम पर वो करना बंद नहीं करता। आप देखिएगा वो पलट के आपका चेहरा देखता है।
हम्म।
अब वो आपका चेहरा देखते देखते कर रहा होता है। और फिर जब एक बार आप बोलना शुरू करते हैं, और उस वक्त पे व्हेन यू जेन्युइनली मीन इट, वो छोड़ देता है। ही डजंट ट्रस्ट योर वर्ड्स।
राइट
ही
राइट।
नोज कि आपके चेहरे पे व्हेन यू विल एक्चुअली मीन इट, इट विल शो ऑन योर फेस।
राइट राइट।
यानी वो अट्यून करता है आपकी इमोशनल स्टेट में थ्रू योर एक्सप्रेशंस। बिकॉज द मोमेंट आपका बोलते बोलते ये भवें जो है ऐसी हो जाती हैं, अचानक से जो है वो आंखें रेजर शार्प फोकस की हो जाती हैं, लाइट बल्ब एक्सप्रेशन आ जाता है, सडनली उसको मालूम है कि दिस इज द साइन ऑफ दिस मैन और वुमन लूजिंग इट।
हम्म,
नाउ जस्ट इमेजिन, ये प्री इंस्टॉल्ड कैपेबिलिटीज हम कहाँ खो गए? हम ये खो गए क्योंकि हमने स्क्रीन्स को देखना शुरू कर दिया। जब हम इंडिविजुअल्स को देखना बाकी शुरू करेंगे फिर से, तो ये वापस से आएंगे।
राइट राइट राइट।
सो दिस इज वेयर इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एवरीवन टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमें अपना एक्सपोजर बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, एक्सपर्टीज बढ़ानी पड़ेगी, एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ाना पड़ेगा।
एक्सपीरियंस, राइट।
जब ये तीन बढ़ेंगे तो आपके अंदर इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस के स्किल्स आना शुरू होंगे। इसमें एक्सपर्टीज का पार्ट जो है उसे मैं न्यूरोसाइकोलॉजी का पार्ट बोलता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा मानना है कि जिस ज्ञान के पीछे विज्ञान नहीं है उसका संज्ञान नहीं लेना चाहिए। सो इट हैज टू बी साइंस बैक्ड इफ नॉट साइंस बेस्ड। तो वो जो है वो तो इंसान को पढ़ना पड़ेगा, समझना पड़ेगा।
राइट राइट। यहाँ पे एक बात जो मुझे कहनी है, नो डाउट वी ऑल, हम लोग बिलोंग करते हैं मिलेनियल कैटेगरी, ठीक है। प्रोबेबली हमारा कांटेक्ट स्क्रीन से बहुत कम आया है या बहुत बाद में आया है। अभी पूरा ये जो इवेंट देख रहे, आपका जो भी सेशन देखने वाले जितने भी ऑडियंस है, हमारे 99% स्टूडेंट्स आर जेन जी स्टूडेंट्स, राइट। जेन जी स्टूडेंट्स आर समथिंग जहां को, और रादर स्मार्टफोन्स और रादर इंटरनेट एक्सेस उनको बहुत जल्दी मिला। वी कैन नॉट ब्लेम देम, but this is something which is a reality. The kind of human experience what they have, the kind of exposure you are talking about, or the kind of experience you are talking about, वो comparatively कम है. So what are the 3 tips which you wish to give, especially to the Gen Z, so that they can improve their EQs, they can improve their emotional intelligence?
ये थ्री टिप्स तो सेम ही रहेंगे, एक्सपोजर, एक्सपर्टीज और एक्सपीरियंस। बस उसको करने के तरीके बदल सकते हैं सचिन जी।
हम्म,
देखिए, अगर मैं इन स्टूडेंट्स की बात करूं जो इस वक्त शायद इस सेशन को सुन रहे हैं, उनको बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज करनी चाहिए। उन्हें क्या करना चाहिए, उनको एवरी नाउ एंड देन डिजिटल डिटॉक्स कर देना चाहिए।
हम्म,
उनको एवरी नाउ एंड देन और बिना प्लान के उनको सडनली जो है वो अपने आप को फास्टिंग पे ले जाना चाहिए।
हम्म,
और उनको कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि बिजली के बिल भरने के लिए लाइनों में खड़े हो, या कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि फोन के बिल भरने के लिए जो है वो कैब्स पे जाएं, या सब्जी खरीदने के लिए नीचे जाएं बजाय कि किसी ऐप से आप ऑपरेट करने के लिए। ये उनको पूरे टाइम नहीं करना चाहिए,
हम्म,
उनको बीच बीच में करना चाहिए। बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड कि इनकी ईज या कन्वीनियंस इनसे छीन ली तो इनको जो है वो स्किल डेवलपमेंट का जो पूरा कवायद है वो भारी लगने लग जाएगी।
right right right.
So I genuinely think they should not do it continuously, but they should give their system a jerk. Suddenly, system should, do this.
This is,
System को अचानक से लगना चाहिए कि वो ट्रिगर हो गया।
हाँ,
Second, they should travel a lot. And there's a difference between travel and tourism. इनको ट्रैवलिंग वैसे ही पसंद है, इनको वैसे भी फेसबुक पे जो है वो फोटो डालने होते हैं, इंस्टा पे फोटो डालने होते हैं, तो इनको वैसे भी जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है इनको ट्रैवलिंग। इनको कोशिश करना चाहिए कि जब भी कभी ये ट्रैवल करें, they should try to go there and then not stick to their habits. They should start observing कि वो लोग किस तरीके से खा रहे हैं, वो किस तरह से चल रहे हैं, वो किस तरह से बोल रहे हैं,
right.
और उनको just for fun, not for fundamental, just for fun, they should try to adopt
Stop.
and then adapt. अगर वो ये करते रहे बीच बीच में, तो यकीन मानिए उनका सिस्टम जो है इट विल वेक अप। इसके अलावा अनडाउटेडली इनको थोड़ा तो इस ट्रेनिंग से गुजरना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि दे हैव बीन डिप्राइव्ड ऑफ ह्यूमन कनेक्ट।
Yes.
इसलिए इनको अब किसी न किसी तरह की स्किल डेवलपमेंट, चाहे बुक्स की तरह हो, चाहे आप जिस तरह के कोर्सेज है, जिस तरह के इनिशिएटिव्स चलाते हैं उसकी तरह हो, या कोई ई लर्निंग कोर्सेज हो, इसके जरिए इनको बिहेवियर के साइंस को समझने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए।
ओके।
अगर इनको साइंस इतना पसंद है तो बिहेवियर को भी साइंस की तरह देखें।
Right.
और जब वो साइंटिफिकली बिहेवियर को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे तो इनका सिस्टम वेकअप नहीं होगा, पर ज्यादा ऑब्जर्वेंट होगा और
Hmm.
सबकॉन्शियसली ऑब्जर्वेंट होगा, because every thought that gets inside our system, it does something. It is
Right.
just not possible that a powerful thought comes inside our head and doesn't do anything. तो ये छोटे छोटे टिप्स मेरे हिसाब से will work for them.
Right, right, right. Perfect, perfect. Quickly to summarize this session, if I ask you कि कौन कौन से ऐसे जॉब रोल्स है जो स्पेशली अगर हम लोग इंडियन मार्केट की बात करेंगे, विच आर द थ्री जॉब्स विच आर इजीली रिप्लेसेबल व्हेन इट कम्स टू फ्यूचर ऑफ जॉब्स, अगले 5 सालों में कौन से ऐसे 3 जॉब रोल्स आपको लगते हैं दैट वुड प्रोबेबली क्विकली चेंज? वहां पे ह्यूमन
Well,
रोल,
I genuinely think, yeah,
अगर ह्यूमन भी नहीं है तो भी दैट इज समथिंग विच विल बी इजीली डन.
I genuinely think वो सारे रोल्स जिनके अंदर इंट्रापर्सनल या इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस नहीं लगती, वो तो वैसे भी रिप्लेस हो जाएंगे. वो तो होना ही है, तय है सचिन जी, उसको आप नहीं कर सकते. बिकॉज एज आई सेड, यू कैन नॉट स्टॉप एन आइडिया हुज टाइम हैज कम. पुरानी कहावत है ना. सो इस आइडिया का तो टाइम हैज कम, यू कांट रियली चेंज दैट. नर्सेस कभी नहीं बदलेंगी.
यस, परफेक्ट.
अब चूंकि नर्सेज नहीं बदलेंगी, तो नर्सेज जो है वो उनका जो वर्ब है वो क्या है? नर्सिंग. नर्स, उसका आईएनजी फॉर्म नर्सिंग है. एनी जॉब विच विल रिक्वायर नर्सिंग, नर्चरिंग, नरिशिंग, वो कभी चेंज नहीं होंगे.
वाह वाह वाह,
अब
परफेक्ट.
जैसे मैं एग्जांपल लेता हूँ, भाई माँ नहीं बदलेगी, पिता नहीं बदलेंगे,
यस यस.
क्योंकि वहां नर्सिंग, नर्चरिंग, नरिशिंग आएगा.
राइट.
टीचर नहीं बदलेगा. अगर टीचर का जॉब नॉलेज पास ऑन करना है तो बदल जाएगा, इनसाइट्स पास ऑन करना है तो नहीं बदलेगा.
ओके, ग्रेट.
तो टीचर्स विल हैव टू अप देयर गेम. दे विल हैव टू एक्चुअली ब्रिंग देयर ए गेम इनटू प्ले नाउ. जैसे एग्जांपल लेता हूं, वो टीचर जो कि नॉलेज या इंफॉर्मेशन देगा, तो वो तो पक्का रिप्लेस हो जाएगा.
यस यस यस, ट्रू.
बिल्कुल होना है, पक्का. वो टीचर जिसको रिप्लेस नहीं होना है, अब उसको 3 चीजें करनी पड़ेगी. उसको अपने काम में टीचिंग के अलावा मेंटरिंग करनी पड़ेगी. और
मेंटरिंग.
मेंटरिंग के 3 पार्ट हैं. मेंटर कौन है? फ्रेंड, फिलोसोफर, गाइड. एक ऐसा इंसान जो फ्रेंड की तरह समझे, गाइड की तरह समझाए और फिलोसोफर की तरह समझ भी बढ़ाए. अगर उसने मेंटरिंग वाला पोर्शन ले लिया, जो कि अगेन नर्सिंग, नर्चरिंग, नरिशिंग वालों में से किसी एक का रोल है, तो उसका जॉब नहीं जाएगा. ठीक है. कस्टमर केयर का जॉब चला जाएगा, क्योंकि वो तो रिप्लेस हो जाएगा. लेकिन कस्टमर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स को हैंडल करने वाला जॉब नहीं जाएगा.
राइट 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 राइट.
कस्टमर कन्फ्रंटेशन को हैंडल करने वाला जॉब नहीं जाएगा. फॉर द ऑब्वियस रीजन कि वो सारे काम जिनमें सुनने का लगेगा वो कभी नहीं छूटेगा, जिनमें सिर्फ बोलने का लगेगा वो हट जाएंगे.
यस 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 यस.
तो एक काम में वो वाला पार्ट जो कि आपकी इंट्रापर्सनल और इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस का है, वो रिप्लेस हो जाएगा. जो ये होंगे वो बढ़ जाएगा. इनफैक्ट अगर अब आप में इंट्रापर्सनल और इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस है, तो आपको ज्यादा पैसा मिलेगा, आपको ज्यादा अच्छा काम मिलेगा, आपको ज्यादा क्रेडिट मिलेगा, आपको कहीं ज्यादा क्रेडिबिलिटी मिलेगी.
Perfect, perfect. Absolute clarity, absolute clarity. Especially nursing, nourishing, and nurturing. So this is something which is, one of the simplest explanation on a question like what would be the future of jobs. These are the things, 3 things which are, impossible to get replaced by any of the technology whenever we as a human are there. Thank you so much Sandeep, for the absolute clarity, and this is
थैंक
something
यू सचिन.
जो मैं एक बोलूंगा probably a fantastic icebreaker of this event to get started. Maybe after this, the next session would be of artificial intelligence, probably some of the tools and techniques, and probably each and every session would be more of a technology. लेकिन ये जो पहला सेशन था where we have got an absolute clarity about the potential which is, or rather the hidden potential what we have as a human. This is something which is really really an amazing input, amazing insight, especially even the inputs which you have given especially to the teachers. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much Sandeep ji for joining us, and on behalf of all our academic partners, all on behalf of all our students, I really, really thank you so much for giving your valuable time.
Thank you, Sachin. It was an absolute pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for highlighting the true value of emotional intelligence in personal and professional growth. Coming up next, we have a seasoned learning and development professional with over a decade of experience in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. Currently serving as a senior manager HR at Zuventus Healthcare, Mr. Amrit Karmarkar. Skilled in capability building, competency based training, performance appraisals, and development centers with a strong foundation in medical training and strategic L&D initiatives from past roles at Cipla, Alchem, USV, and in Clinton. He is also a TEDx speaker with a passion of driving people development through impactful programs, digital learning solutions, and stakeholder collaboration. We have Mr. Amrit Karmarkar as a speaker.
So great. Now our next speaker is here. Very good friend of mine, Amrit. Dr. Amrit, welcome to this Future of Jobs e-conference. And we all are excited to listen you. We all are excited to have you here because from the entire panel, the kind of training programs or the kind of work experience what you have is absolutely unique. And
Thank
this particular topic, Future of Jobs, you're one of the professional from the industry who can literally give that justification or rather justice to this particular topic, future of jobs. So,
thank you.
good morning, Dr. Rami.
Good morning, and Sachin, thank you so much for inviting me here. And it's pleasure to talk and address to your audience on the occasion of Future of Jobs.
Great, great, great. So, Amrit, my first question, because we all are, talking about, AI and what exactly gonna happen when it comes to future of jobs. But before everything, I want answer to this particular question, why upskilling is required? Because most of the professionals, they think that maybe मेरा अभी college हो गया है, probably I'll have some training part, some upskilling. After 5 years probably I'll become a manager. मुझे upskilling की क्या जरूरत है, मुझे training की क्या जरूरत है? So why upskilling is necessary? This is something I want to understand.
Yes. So, if you talk about the skills which are changing so rapidly, there is a reason behind it. Like in 2023, there was a term of a generative AI, and now in 2025, we are calling it as a agentic AI.
Hmm.
And so within the 2 years, the terminologies are getting changed, and not only for the AI, for everything, the things are getting changed. If you talk about regulations, they are also changing,
Yes.
and so the upskilling is required because upskilling is actually depending on your existing skills. Like, for example, if you're a formulation scientist, then you have to also have a 360-degree view about chromatographic techniques, HPLC, UPLC, and what are the advancements in the mass spectroscopy also. And if you are into even engineering domain, you should be also knowing about automation and how AI is also entering into it and how the automatic manufacturing things are happening. What is the role of robotics happening there, and how the data is also playing an important role in this. So, what I believe is upskilling is required. You are in any job or you are looking for any job right now or in the future. The next generation skill is required. Like after my 14 years, even though I do continuous learning, which is required, and that is actually the key to success. If you don't learn and if you think that I have obtained my degree 5 years before, then
Right.
you are obsolete now. Yeah.
Right. One thing which I would like to mention here, because this is something which a message which I have received from my mentors from Infosys when I was there for my training program. And the message was very simple at the end of our graduation ceremony. The message was upgrade or die. So this is
Yes.
something which is very, simple to understand. Either आपको upgrade होना है or you are outdated from the market, right? So in
Right.
this
Right.
particular context, I would like to understand. to stay relevant in this rapidly changing scenario, rapidly changing, technology world and the market expectation, what are those five skills which I, as a graduate, which I, as a professional, need to learn, need to upskill? Five skills.
Yes. So if you talk about the top five skills which everyone should learn, you are being in the pharmacy or not in the pharmacy, if you are a commerce graduate also, the skills remain the same because these are the fundamental life skills. Like first could be the adaptability and agility. Okay, so your ability to respond the change, unlearn the new things and relearn quickly as soon as you can, which is a non-negotiable. Second is a digital literacy. How soon you are adapting the new you can say the technology, like Windows 10 is now absolute, Windows 11 is there, so simple thing. And then the data interpretation of it. Third thing you can say is a third skill is a critical thinking and problem solving, because right now you have many graduates but very few graduates have this skill of problem solving.
Mm-hmm. Right, right,
So
right.
that also important. And when you talk about problems and data and everything, you can't ignore the emotions. So
Mm.
the emotions, because people are there, so emotional intelligence is also playing a lot of role in this. So EQ or the emotional quotient or emotional intelligence plays a role. And lastly, since there are some hybrid work cultures in India, there
Mm.
are some online work cultures in India, and there are some physical work cultures in India. So the collaboration remains a key. So
Okay, right, right.
last key could be the collaboration and communication. So that could be the case.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right, right. And in case now we are talking about future skills, and there are, so many people out there, there are so many platforms, there are so many online platforms as well. But
Right, right.
how a student from any college without any expensive degrees or without, putting hard money on this particular learning applications or something, how he can learn these future skills, how he can upskill without spending too much.
Right. So there are certain platforms which are called as a MOOC, massive open online courses. So it could be like Harvard University, it offers you certain courses. So then there is a generalized course learning like a Coursera, edX, Skillshare is there, vSkills is there. So they are not much costly, like hardly 500 rupees it starts and ends to around max to max 3,000 rupees. So Coursera, edX is there. So they will offer you the university degrees of US and Europe. That's also possible. Then, if you talk about the AI based courses, so then Upgrad, Great Learning is there in India. They offer you a lot of courses. Then, for a communication and the leadership, you have a LinkedIn Learning, which is again a great tool. And Harvard Management Mentor is there.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about the coding, which is a skill, then there is a GitHub or the Code Academy is there. And for a pharma, of course, there is a Future Learn, Pharma Base, Pharma State Academy, ICH e-learning modules. So a lot of these things are there. Even USP has a lot of modules which are free for use.
Right, right,
So people have to choose what is their interest area and they have to choose these courses. But of course, the search is required. If you don't search and if you feel,
right,
give me in the plate, nobody will serve you in the plate.
right, right, right. Searching a right skill, which I consider probably, which probably I have decided कि मुझे अभी clinical research में career करना है या international marketing में career करना है. So I need to understand what are those different skills, and based on that, I have to search or rather give the input so that I can
True.
literally search the most probable or genuine platform for upskilling. Okay.
Upscale.
Uh,
True.
Most of the times what happens is because we work in the same industry,
Yeah.
pharmaceuticals as well as training industry, and we have seen
Right.
shift in since last 5 years. That shift is
Right.
basically we both are from millennial category, right?
True.
And since
True.
last 5 years, what we are catering with mostly they are Gen Z candidates, right? So
Yes.
what is
Yes.
your experience on field when you communicate with Gen Z? Maybe a beginner, maybe, entry level, job who have taken during your training program, how you deal or what exactly mindset what you have seen when it comes to Gen Zs.
See, it's not about that the all Gen Zs are bad. Okay. Some of the Gen Zs are so curious
Right.
to learn the things. However, in general, what many people think that Gen Zs are not capable to work in the current job settings. But yes, certain industries, particularly the pharma, is currently in the more traditional setting that you have to wear a tie or you have to wear formal dress in the office. So most of the times, Gen Zs are not comfortable with that. So
Hmm.
Gen Zs have to adopt, like if you are in Rome, you have to be a Roman like this. So you have to also adapt the culture of that particular company. And sooner they adapt, they can become a person who is one amongst them.
Hmm.
And for
Hmm.
the managers also, who are the managers of Gen Zs, they have to also learn some terminologies of Gen Zs so they can connect well.
Right.
Otherwise, what will happen? There will be always a disconnect
Hmm. Hmm.
because Gen Zs are those who seek the work-life balance. Gen Zs are those who want a more enjoyment in the life, but there are smarter ways to do the work than the conventional work. So what everyone has to do is take the good or the best in the Gen Zs
Yes.
and utilize that skill for our company culture. I must say that.
Right. As you said rightly, what even I have observed, creativity and curiosity, these are the two skills. Probably these guys are better than us, the kind of creative
Yes.
stuff they are doing. Even what we all have observed is the kind of technology adoption. अगर कोई नया ऐप मार्केट में आया है या probably ट्राई करना है, these are Gen Zs are the most adoptive people or the generation when it comes to technology. So they
Absolutely.
really need to utilize this particular skill in the workplace as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
True.
There is one more thing, क्योंकि even when we look into the Future of Jobs report 2025, वहाँ पे भी they have clearly mentioned that number one future skill, technology कोई भी आए, probably you are in 2025, 2030, number one future skill is adaptability skill. I want
Yes.
to know the reason why this adaptability skill is the number one most in demand future skill.
Yeah. So if you talk about adaptability, now what is adaptability? Adaptability is responding to the change. Now everything is changing. The climate is changing. The statistics is changing. The tools which we used to operate earlier are changing. So if you don't change, then you are out of the race. So
Hmm.
obviously adapting to the everything, right? From the company culture to the softwares. Like suppose in my last company, the Google platform was used. Here Microsoft is used. So I have to be quick adaptive. I can't say you give me the Google here.
Right,
So they say no, Google is blocked here, only Microsoft.
right,
So
right.
that if you don't adapt, then you can't sustain. So
Hmm.
that's the reason it's the most important skill.
Right. Um, Even in the last list of top five skills, you mentioned about collaboration. So
Right.
how is communication and collaboration they work in hand?
Yeah. So if you talk about collaboration and communication, so both of them are almost on the same page.
Right.
Now, if you are expecting a collaboration from particular set of people, or let's say I am from HR, I am expecting that my plant should cooperate with me or my sales team should cooperate with me, then how they should cooperate? I
Hmm.
should have certain medium to communicate. And if I am expecting that they should collaborate me well, then I should obviously have a good communication skill because if I don't communicate, they will not get convinced to my ideas.
Right.
That's how it is.
Right.
So, and vice versa again.
Hmm.
So, transparent communication, communication in the effective manner and with the proper channel will
Yes.
help you collaborate more. And because collaboration gives you the success in the corporate environment,
Right.
individual working cannot give you success.
Hmm. See, since we are talking about communication skill, there is one clear-cut observation, probably even you have observed that. Right now, we are talking about future of jobs, but there is one
Correct.
thing which we all have seen common, past, present, and future with respect to jobs is something 90% of the candidates they fail in the interview because of poor communication skill. Again, in future,
Right.
maybe technology, whatever stuff is going to happen, but more number of interview rejections are basically because of poor communication skill. How
Right.
a student who is right now in second year or third year or in final year, he can improve his communication skill? What is that particular suggestion being a corporate trainer?
Yeah. So, precisely, a communication skill is not a very difficult skill to be talked about. Uh, I studied in Marathi medium and I can fluently talk in English. Why? Because it requires a practice somehow. If
Right.
you start talking to the people, maybe for one or two times you are wrong.
Mm,
So you have to start talking first. You have to break your stigma that I can't do. Instead, you should have a confidence that yes, I can do. That's a first and foremost thing. And once you get to know that yes, you are communicating okay-ish kind of thing,
mm,
then you focus on the like a clarity of tone, tone of voice,
mm,
then
mm.
your empathy level in the communication.
Right.
All these aspects of communication you can focus on. But first is you have to break your barriers that yes, I can start talking. Then
Mm,
only it will.
right,
Otherwise, you will still feel that you are bad at communication.
right, 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 right. Uh, Again, one more thing, which I'm curious to understand. Uh, Tell me, who are those three professionals probably who can be outdated because of lack of some particular skill? So, what are those particular skills? If that professional doesn't have those particular skill, he is outdated from the market.
Yeah. So first skill is a digital literacy, which
Mm,
is like a computer softwares, particularly Microsoft Office is must.
mm.
Now through MSCIT or such kind of courses, people have this. But if you don't have a basic Word, Excel, PowerPoint, at least three softwares understanding, then you can't sustain. Third thing is you should know how to write an email
Email, right, right, right.
because email writing is again a most important skill. And third one is how to talk to the people
Mm, mm,
on the phone calls or on the Zoom calls.
mm, mm,
So
mm.
these three things what I believe is very important because most of the times we get a call from call centers and we ignore or cut them. Instead, if you want to practice your communication, start talking with these call center guys.
Right,
That
right.
will help you to have a free practice of communication.
Very good suggestion. Right, right, right. Uh, we are closing towards and we'll be having a last few questions. Uh,
Right.
I want you to share your own experience. Probably you have seen somebody who is very at junior level, but skill-wise he is extraordinary. He possesses all those skills which probably his manager lacks of. Right. So can you share some of your experiences where you have seen a fresher or a 1 year experience guy who have extraordinary skills? Tell me about those particular skill set, what that extraordinary guy possess.
Yes. So we have one of our colleague who has joined in our department around 1 year ago. So she is a Gen Z and she has done her MBA in HR from Symbiosis. So one good thing she has is first is a good body language
Hmm.
and the proper dressing sense. Although she is Gen Z, she doesn't like a Gen Z. She behaves like as if she is a corporate lady
Hmm.
since long time.
Right, right,
Second thing is, so that means she carries herself very well.
right.
Second thing she does is she has mastered her communication really well during the MBA days. She is from Bengali medium,
Hmm.
but still she has a good command over English. And third thing, if you see her mails, they are very much having a lot of empathy in it.
Hmm.
And also the tone of email is very perfect and good for the or the suitable for the corporates. And
Right,
last thing is she has a good stakeholder management. So
right.
within a 1 year, she has superseded that stakeholder management that even HODs don't talk to her bosses, they talk to her directly,
Right, right,
right? So that's how happens now. And that's actually the success for the HODs also. Their
right.
load of work can get reduced,
Exactly.
right?
That entire thing become a result-oriented, outcome-oriented work. Right, right,
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
And my last question, as a part of entire Juventus, you manage, you lead your learning and development team. How exactly you plan training programs? How exactly you upskill all the ladders of the company, be it at the manufacturing side, be it at sales and marketing, be it at something which is into project management, how you do it, how exactly the pattern is there in the industry.
Right. So in industry, what we actually do is first we do the TNI, that is a training need analysis. So we understand the perspectives of the heads of that particular department through that TNI. Also, we get a TNI forms through our performance appraisal system or PMS system, and we get some topics from that. And then we analyze these TNIs, and based on this, we do the TNAs, training need analysis. And then before the program on the topic, we ask the heads that who could be the nomination, and also we have a nomination list already from the PMS data. And then what we do is we actually roll out a learner's persona form for them so
Mhm.
that we can understand that what head is saying, is it really having a confirmatory test.
Right, right, right,
And
right.
then we go for the module design using an instructional design. And after that, we deliver the program, and then we follow through. Pre and post tests, of course, are there to understand the knowledge and skill gain. And then there is a follow up of the program for 3 months or 6 months, etc. So 30, 60, 90, which is a usual duration which we do usually.
Right, right, right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So as you said rightly, upskilling is basically the key to success. Upskilling
Right.
is something which is the source to stay ourselves updated and upgraded in
Right.
this rapidly changing world where
Right.
probably in 2025 we are talking about future of jobs. Same we are going to do in 2030 because the tools will be different. The
Yes.
approach
Yes.
could be different. But the only thing which remain constant is the human connection, the human relationship,
Yes.
and where you
Actually.
rightly, focused on communication and collaboration. That is something which each and everyone have to focus on.
True. True. Absolutely true.
Yes, yes. Great then. Thank you so much, Amrit. And on behalf of all our academic partners, on behalf of all our students, I would like to thank you so much for sparing your time. And the kind of inputs are absolutely based on your own experience, the kind of work which you're doing. This is something which is really, really appreciable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I wish all the best to the all audience for their future. See you then.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This was truly helpful, and I'm sure it offered valuable takeaways for everyone. Coming up next, we have a session of Mr. Sachin Kumboze on the topic of future of jobs. An impact driven entrepreneur with 14 plus years of experience across pharma, startups, and skill development. He is the co founder of Siri, who has led initiatives to bridge the skill employability gap in the pharma sector through certification programs and AI driven job matchmaking. Through OPEX Accelerator, he has supported hundreds plus startups and institutions, enabling incubation centers and industry readiness programs that have reached over 1 lakh students. With multiple advisory roles across universities and startup networks, he focuses on building future ready talent and entrepreneurial ecosystems, recognized with national awards and committing to driving social impact through innovation and education.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Swarali. So, no doubt, the kind of conversations which we had, fantastic conversation, especially with first Dr. Sandeep. Eventually, I still remember when it comes to emotional intelligence, the first person click to my mind is Dr. Sandeep. And second, Dr. Amrit, one of the finest corporate trainer which I have seen when it comes to his training program, especially he's associated with Juventus Healthcare, especially he came across with all levels of the team members, be it at manager, be it at senior managers, almost everything which probably he covers. So ideally, no doubt we are talking about future of jobs, and I know the moment we hear this word future of jobs, the first thing which clicks to our mind is AI, right? Artificial intelligence, mainly what would probably happen when AI is, probably is taking care or taking over all the jobs which we are doing today. So, as a part of my session, two things I'll be focusing only on two things here. Number one, I'll be sharing my own experience when it comes to the future of jobs, the industry which I have seen when I started my first career. And the second part, where I'll be focusing on the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report, right? So we'll go ahead one by one. So I still remember in 2009-10, I guess, when I started my career, I started working with technology transfer department. And as you see, the name technology is basically the job role which I was into. So this particular department I was working with is a core pharmaceutical company. It was absolutely a medicine manufacturing plant where we were working with. And probably in 2009-10, almost 15 years back, what I have seen, where we had a warehouse department, where we had a storage department, where almost, right, 60 to 70% was done by the humans. We had some of the housekeeping staff, we had a few of the people over there who, they were responsible to have the material from A location to B location. So everything, this entire transfer of the material was being done by the humans only, what I have seen. Fast forward after 15 years, when I go back to the same company or similar kind of company, I cannot see humans over there. Especially the departments like warehouse, especially the departments like where we have the big storage. What I can see there is two things. Number one, robotic arms. So आपको probably अगर एक मटेरियल इस रैक से उस रैक तक लेके जाना है, they don't require humans. They have robotic arms. Everything is being managed only by one person who is responsible to handle the program, to handle the entire algorithm. So ये जो बंदा है, he is probably sitting in one corner of that warehouse, and through one computer he is managing each and everything, right? So what probably we see, हर एक मटेरियल, हर एक बॉक्स पे हम लोग आजकल देखते हैं, we have this barcode, we have all these QR codes and all the systems. And these systems are now, denoted to all the computers or the kind of softwares what they have. मुझे जो भी मटेरियल चाहिए फ्रॉम एनी बैच, फ्रॉम एनी नंबर, फ्रॉम एनी बैच नंबर, या जो भी बारकोड है, आई हैव टू जस्ट ऑर्डर माय कंप्यूटर. This probably the computer that orders to that particular robotic arm who is programmed over there, उसका काम वही है. So maybe एक बॉक्स 2 kg का है या 20 kg का है या 200 kg का है, irrespective of that, that entire thing is being smoothly automated. इससे क्या हो गया? नंबर वन, जो भी पहले ह्यूमन एरर्स होते थे, जो भी थ्रू ह्यूमन एरर्स जो भी एक्सीडेंट्स होते थे, वो अभी मिनिमाइज हो गए. नंबर टू, जो टाइम मुझे लगने वाला है उतना अभी टाइम नहीं लगने वाला, राइट? नंबर थ्री, अर्लियर व्हेन वी हैड ह्यूमंस, हमारे 3 शिफ्ट में लोग रहते थे, 8 hours into 3 shifts फॉर 24 hours, राइट? अगर कोई बंदा कोई शिफ्ट में नहीं आया है, दैट एंटायर वर्क वाज अगेन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू अदर पीपल. वर्कलोड, यहाँ पे कोई भी वर्कलोड नहीं है. Because of this technology, because of the robotic arms, these robots can work 24/7. You don't have to worry about. Okay. And number four, what happens is, पहले वहां पे 10 लोग काम करते थे, अभी वहां पे खाली 2 लोग काम करते हैं. It means, it clearly indicates the future of jobs when the technologies like robots, the technology like AI, the technology like virtual reality, augmented reality, when they are taking over of the human job roles, this is a red signal for us, right? Out of 100, 20 to 30% of the jobs are getting replaced by the machines, right? One more thing which I would like to indicate here, 2010 to 2025, ये 15 सालों में जितने भी चेंजेस हो गए, और टू हैपन ऑल दीज चेंजेस इट रिक्वायर्ड 15 years. अभी द काइंड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी व्हाट वी आर यूजिंग राइट नाउ, अगर इसके बाद जो भी चेंजेस होने वाले हैं, we do not require 15 years. Within 5 years, similar kind of changes or massive changes are going to happen, जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी डिसरप्शन. और इसी टेक्नोलॉजी डिसरप्शन पे, सी, दिस इज वन केस स्टडी, दिस इज वन एग्जांपल which I have seen. Similarly, I have seen, when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to the business part, यहाँ पे when we started our business, हम लोग बहुत कम tools use करते थे to automate our business. But today, if you see, if you ask me after 10, 15 years, our entire business has been automated. यहाँ पे हम लोग more than humans, we are actually using different tools, right? हम यहाँ पे humans को अभी salary देने के अलावा what we are doing, or instead of giving salaries to human, we are paying subscription fees of these tools, right? Because we understand the kind of uh, the kind of precision, the kind of accuracy which is there with the tools, we cannot have it from humans. And this is something where we can see कोई भी organization, be it startup, be it any company, be it multinational company, be it online company, be it offline company, be it in automobile, be it in food sector, be it in pharmaceuticals, healthcare sectors, everywhere these changes are happening. Now, where we need to focus as a graduate, as a fresher is यहाँ पे वी नीड टू फोकस ऑन द ह्यूमन स्किल्स, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी कुछ भी रिप्लेस कर सकती है लेकिन ह्यूमन स्किल्स इट विल नॉट, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे डॉक्टर संदीप जी ने बोला, स्पेशली नर्सिंग एंड नरिशिंग, राइट, and nurturing, these are the three skills which probably you have to take care of, right? बहुत सारे ऐसे jobs है जिसको करने के लिए humans ही चाहिए. For example, salesman का काम salesman ही कर सकता है, and the kind of human skills what that salesman have is effective communication and conversation skills, जो खाली उसी के पास है. None of the robot is, probably, or rather will probably convert any customer or bring those customers, right? Convincing is basically art, जो खाली human के पास है, right? So ये जो job roles है, like nursing, like salesman, like customer support executive, ये jobs it will remain as it is, okay? But same time, when it comes to programming, coding और data related जो भी jobs है, that are going to change. और इसी चीज के लिए वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम ने जो पहले रिपोर्ट पब्लिश किया था, इट वाज इन 2020, वेरी क्लोज टू दी कोविड-19 लॉकडाउन पैंडेमिक. ये रिपोर्ट उन्होंने पब्लिश किया था इन 2020, फ्यूचर ऑफ जॉब्स 2020. और इन द लास्ट 5 years जो भी उन्होंने रिपोर्ट्स में प्रेडिक्ट किया था वही हो चुका है. Whatever they have predicted in 2020 as a future of jobs, same has been replicated in the last 5 years, 2020 to 2025. Now, recently, 2-3 महीने पहले, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम ने फिर से एक रिपोर्ट अनाउंस की है, फ्यूचर ऑफ जॉब्स 2025. And the kind of facts and figures and the kind of interesting insights what they have given in this report is something which you all need to take care of. इस रिपोर्ट से और the kind of inputs what they have given to us, इससे clearly you can understand what exactly is the future of jobs. So let me get you through clear-cut insights through a presentation of this future of jobs. You can simply Google Future of Jobs 2025 by World Economic Forum and get a complete report. It's absolutely free. You can just refer. At least you can refer this entire report. Probably out of whatever जो भी उन्होंने insights दिए, at least आप 10 या 20% भी अगर आपको कुछ वहां पे value addition मिलता है, that is something which is really, really amazing. Let me take you through this particular presentation. Yes, I hope this is visible. So top 10 future jobs, यहाँ पे I'll be sharing you about कि future of jobs report क्या है वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम की, एंड सिमिलरली व्हाट आर दोज टॉप 10 फ्यूचर जॉब्स इन डेटा इंडस्ट्री एज वेल एज इन लाइफ साइंसेस एंड फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री. ओके, सो यहाँ पे the first thing what I want you to understand, यहाँ पे clearly you can see there are 3 types of job roles. कुछ job roles green में है, कुछ job roles gray में है, कुछ job roles red में है, right? I want you to focus on all the job roles which are focused in red. So 92 million jobs are being displaced. इसको हम लोग replace नहीं displace बोलते हैं. These are outdated job roles. जो मैंने अभी वेयरहाउस का एग्जाम्पल दिया था, दिस इज वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल, राइट? और मे बी अकाउंटेंट्स, right? So 92 million jobs are being displaced, but at the same time, thanks to AI, thanks to this technology, 170 million jobs are now being created. These are the new job roles जो पहले नहीं थे. If you see 5 years before, if you see 10 years before, ये job roles market में नहीं थे. But because of technology, these job roles are being created. So no doubt, jobs outdated भी हो रहे और नए job roles market में आ भी रहे हैं, right? These are the fastest growing jobs as per Future of Jobs Report 2025. यहाँ पे if you can see some of the list, top 15 fastest growing jobs की भी लिस्ट है और टॉप 15 फास्टेस्ट डिक्लाइनिंग जॉब्स की भी लिस्ट है. डिक्लाइनिंग में पोस्टल सर्विस, बैंक टेलर्स, डेटा एंट्री क्लार्क्स, कैशियर्स, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव असिस्टेंट्स, ये जॉब रोल्स नहीं रहेंगे. इवन टेलीमार्केटर्स आर एंटायर बीपीओ केपीओ इंडस्ट्री. केपीओ उतना ज्यादा काम नहीं है, लेकिन एंटायर बीपीओ इंडस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया, दीज आर टेलीमार्केटर्स, राइट? हम वी हैव दैट हैबिट ऑफ गेटिंग द कॉल्स फ्रॉम सम क्रेडिट कार्ड की कुछ ऑफर है या कुछ इंश्योरेंस की ऑफर है. वी कीप ऑन रिसीविंग सच काइंड ऑफ टेलीमार्केटर्स. बट नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसा नहीं होगा. वेट फॉर 2-3 years, प्रोबेबली द कॉल जो आपको रिसीव हो रहा है, स्पेशली ऑफ दीज टेलीमार्केटर्स, दीज आर एआई टेलीमार्केटर्स. कोई भी वहां पे ह्यूमन नहीं है जो आपको कॉल कर रहा है एंड प्रमोटिंग समथिंग. सेम टाइम टॉप 15 फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग जॉब्स में है बिग डेटा स्पेशलिस्ट, फिनटेक, एआई एंड मशीन लर्निंग स्पेशलिस्ट, सिक्योरिटी मैनेजमेंट स्पेशलिस्ट, डेटा वेयर हाउसिंग, यूआई एंड यूएक्स डिजाइनर, एनवायरमेंटल इंजीनियर्स, डेटा एनालिस्ट, राइट? सो ऐसे बहुत सारे जॉब्स हैं जो प्रोबेबली जो लिस्ट में ही है. दीज आर द कोर स्किल्स इन 2025. अगर आपको इस यू नो फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री में अगर आपको सरवाइव करना है, देन यू मस्ट हैव दीज 10 स्किल्स, ऐसे वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम का मानना है. जहां पे एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग, रेजिलेंस, लीडरशिप, क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग, मोटिवेशन, टेक्नोलॉजिकल लिटरेसी, दिस इज डिजिटल लिटरेसी, और उसके आगे है टेक्नोलॉजिकल लिटरेसी, एम्पैथी एंड एक्टिव लिसनिंग, क्यूरियोसिटी एंड लाइफ लॉन्ग लर्निंग, टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट, सर्विस ओरिएंटेशन एंड कस्टमर सर्विस. सो ये है 10 ऐसे कोर स्किल्स जो आपके पास होने ही चाहिए. So, the roles like bioinformatics, regulatory affairs, clinical research, and QA/QC, consistently they're ranking top in the high demand across all the domains, whatever domains what we have. Similarly, ये जो job roles है और ये जो verticals है, sustainability, environmental biotech, digital health, these are some of the job roles which are there in even in biotech industry. They are expanding like anything. AI and ML integration is everywhere, but similarly, life sciences, pharmaceuticals, biotechnology में भी अगर if you are somebody जिसको AI या machine learning के skills है, or rather you can integrate them well, then you are the best asset for any company. Similarly, these are the top 10 emerging job roles, especially in data, right? So as we have seen, these are some of the job roles जो हमने पहले की लिस्ट में भी देखे थे. These are the top 10 emerging job roles in life sciences and pharmaceuticals. So अगर life sciences की बात करेंगे हम लोग, या biotechnology या pharmaceuticals या healthcare, these are the top 10 emerging job roles जिसमें है data scientist, right? Because scientist or research scientist is completely different, who is continuously into process, but data scientist is somebody who is gathering all the information, all the data, whatever we have. अगर आपने कुछ clinical research किया है, clinical trials की है, the kind of data which is being produced, the scientist is somebody who is continuously researching on that particular data set so that we can come to some of the conclusion, outcome based conclusion. Second is bioinformatics या computational biologist, AI ML engineer, clinical data manager या clinical data scientist, health informatics analytics. This is one of the most finest, most in demand and most or rather highly paid job role अगर मैं कह सकूं. Health informatics analyst, real world evidence analyst, then biostatistician, data governance, data quality lead, medical informatics specialist, digital biomarker analyst, फार्मा कमर्शियल एनालिस्ट एंड मार्केट एक्सेस एनालिस्ट। ये है टॉप 10 emerging जॉब रोल्स इन लाइफ फार्मा, राइट, लाइफ साइंसेस एंड फार्मा। नो डाउट अगर आपको ये जॉब रोल्स करने हैं, अगर इफ यू रियली विश टू गो अहेड विद दीज पर्टिकुलर एवरली चेंजिंग इंडस्ट्री और द जॉब रोल्स, यू मस्ट possess सम ह्यूमन स्किल्स। और अगर ह्यूमन स्किल्स के बारे में बात करें तो आपके पास ऐसे ह्यूमन स्किल्स चाहिए विच आर नॉन रिप्लेसेबल बाय टेक्नोलॉजी, राइट। सो these are the skills which are not replaceable by AI or any of the technology. Analytical thinking, number one. These are 15 human skills which I'm talking about. Analytical thinking, creative problem solving, strategic thinking, ethical reasoning and judgment, emotional intelligence जिसके बारे में हमने बात की है, communication and storytelling, leadership and social influence, negotiation and conflict resolution, collaboration and teamwork, curiosity and lifelong learning, resilience and stress tolerance, systems thinking, decision making, customer centric mindset, and cultural sensitivity and inclusion. These are the top 15 human skills. अगर आपको आपके कोई भी फ्यूचर जॉब रोल में एक्सेल होना है, एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी बनना है, then you must possess maximum out of these top 15 human skills. इंडिया स्किल्स रिपोर्ट सिमिलरली, जैसे फ्यूचर ऑफ जॉब्स 2025 रिपोर्ट है, सिमिलरली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया along with CII they keep on publishing every year, they keep on publishing इंडिया स्किल्स रिपोर्ट। हमने पहले भी इंडिया स्किल्स रिपोर्ट पे बहुत सारे सेशंस एवरी ईयर हमने किए हैं टू अपडेट ऑल द यंगस्टर्स कि इंडिया स्किल्स रिपोर्ट थ्रू दे शुड और दे मस्ट गेट द रियल टाइम इनपुट्स की मार्केट में, एटलीस्ट इंडियन मार्केट में, जॉब मार्केट में हो क्या रहा है, राइट। And one of the important part which I want to focus for healthcare, life sciences, biotechnology and pharmaceutical industry is in-demand jobs. These are the in-demand jobs जो इस रिपोर्ट में दिए है। Healthcare data analyst, medical researcher, clinical data scientist, biotech engineer, pharmaceutical specialist, healthcare IT specialist, EHR, healthcare innovator, genomic specialist, clinical trial manager, public health analyst। ये इन डिमांड जॉब्स लिस्टेड, इन डिमांड जॉब्स रोल है इन इंडिया स्किल्स रिपोर्ट 2025। इसका मतलब है इन द नेक्स्ट 5 to 10 years ये जॉब रोल्स जो है, दीज आर दी हाईली पेड जॉब रोल्स। अगर if you are in your second year, third year, final year, this is one of the finest signal which you have received through this particular event, जहां पे you got to know that अगर इस जॉब्स की डिमांड मार्केट में है, देन यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम टू अपस्किल योरसेल्फ, यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम टू अपग्रेड योरसेल्फ, सो दैट probably after your graduation you will become one of the part of this इन डिमांड जॉब रोल्स जो आज मार्केट में है, राइट। सिमिलरली जॉब मार्केट के बारे में हम लोग अगर बात कर रहे हैं, अगर फ्यूचर ऑफ जॉब्स, ये जो जॉब वर्ड है विच इज वेरी सेंसिटिव, वेरी इसेंशियल स्पेशली फॉर ऑल द यंगस्टर्स एंड स्पेशली द फ्रेशर्स, यहाँ पे इंडिया स्किल्स रिपोर्ट में क्लियरली दे हैव शोकेस्ड कि आज के डेट पे इंडिया में हायरिंग कहाँ से हो रही है, रिक्रूटमेंट एग्जैक्टली कहाँ से हो रही है, सो दैट यू गाइज कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर मुझे जॉब चाहिए देन वेयर आई शुड अप्लाई, कहाँ पे मेरे चांसेस ज्यादा है टू गेट अ जॉब। सो इंटरनल रेफरल से 32.5% रिक्रूटमेंट हो चुकी है। नाउ दिस इज समथिंग विच इज अक्रॉस द इंडस्ट्री, ये खाली एक इंडस्ट्री के डिटेल्स नहीं है, दिस इज अक्रॉस जितने भी सेक्टर्स हैं इंडिया में। जॉब पोर्टल थ्रू हाईएस्ट रिक्रूटमेंट्स आज कंपनीज कर रही है थ्रू जॉब पोर्टल, 37% इज ह्यूज परसेंट। सो आज के डेट पे कंपनीज आर कंप्लीटली रिलाइड on the job portals, the job portals like LinkedIn, the job portals like Naukri.com, the job portals like Siri, the job portals like Indeed. There are so many job roles, so many job portals, and companies today they are relying on such kind of job roles. Highest is coming from, or highest sourcing of the candidates is coming from such kind of job portals. वन मोर थिंग, फ्यूचर ऑफ जॉब्स के बारे में अगर हम बोल रहे, देन वन थिंग इज वेरी श्योर, इन द नेक्स्ट कमिंग टाइम, मे बी विद इन 2 years, रेज्यूमे, द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रेज्यूमे विल बी कंप्लीटली आउटडेटेड। ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूं, ये वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम भी बोल रहा है, ये बहुत सारी कंपनीज, स्पेशली बहुत सारे एसोसिएशंस, फोर्ब्स, सीआईआई की भी रिपोर्ट्स में भी यही लिखा है, रेज्यूमे, ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, इज गोना आउटडेटेड। और इसका मैं क्लियरली आपको एग्जांपल देता हूं, एज अ पार्ट, बिकॉज वी एज अ सीरी, वी हैव आवर ओन जॉब पोर्टल, जहां पे स्पेशली फार्मा और हेल्थ केयर के कंपनीज, दे हायर फ्रॉम आवर सीरी प्लेटफॉर्म, जहां पे दे basically conduct their aptitude test, they conduct their psychometric test, they conduct their pre-screening test on our platform। अगर ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म पे, इसको बोला जाता है स्किल बेस्ड हायरिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, इस प्लेटफॉर्म में रेज्यूमे की जरूरत नहीं है, रादर रेज्यूमे इज नॉट द डिसीजन मेकिंग फैक्टर। और उसका एक वैलिड रीजन है, अगर आज मेरे पास, इफ एट ऑल आई हैव 50 to 100 स्टूडेंट्स और ग्रेजुएट्स और फ्रेशर्स resume, each and every resume is AI generated. The kind of data which we are looking into the resume of that candidate, it's a complete copy paste of AI. It's a complete chat GPT version of that particular candidate. But the moment we interact with the candidate, the moment we interact with the fresher, we get disappointed, क्योंकि रेज्यूमे में उसने जो भी खुद के बारे में लिखा है और जो खुद वो है पर्सनली, इट्स अ कंप्लीट गैप, or we cannot fully trust on the resume because of these AI generated resume। and this is valid reason कि आज के डेट पे कोई भी कंपनी, दे आर नॉट रेडी टू फुल्ली रिलाई ऑन द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रेज्यूमे। इसीलिए अगले टाइम पे, प्रोबेबली इन 1 or 2 years, वीडियो बेस्ड रेज्यूमे कॉन्सेप्ट भी आ रही है, स्पेशली इन द यूरोपियन कंपनीज, मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज दे हायर थ्रू वीडियो बेस्ड रेज्यूमे। इवन हमारे सीरी प्लेटफॉर्म पे भी हमने वो प्रोविजन ऐड की है, जहां पे एनी कैंडिडेट जिनको जॉब्स चाहिए, वाइल दे सबमिट देयर एप्लीकेशन, वो उनका वीडियो प्रोफाइल या वीडियो रेज्यूमे 1 मिनट या 2 मिनट का उनका खुद का वीडियो वहां पे अपलोड कर सके, सो दैट any recruiter, any company can get to see the video of the candidate। और जब मैं उस कैंडिडेट का वीडियो देखता हूं, I can see his facial expression, I can see his communication, I can see his body language, and more than a resume, मेरा decision making यहां पे strong बनता है। इसीलिए now this paper based resume will be converted into video based interview और वीडियो बेस्ड रेज्यूमे, जिसको हम लोग वेज्यूमे बोलते हैं। इंस्टेड ऑफ रेज्यूमे वी कॉल इट एज वेज्यूमे, राइट, VISUME, राइट। So यहाँ पे there are two kind of platforms which are available right now in the market। There are so many platforms which are available जहाँ पे आज भी freshers जा रहे, candidates जा रहे, और simply जहाँ पे jobs देख के they are just applying and getting back। But out of 100, hardly 1 or 2 candidates are getting response or getting interview calls from the HR। And obviously the reason is क्योंकि आज के डेट पे जितने भी जॉब प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, मोस्ट ऑफ द जॉब प्लेटफॉर्म्स से रिक्रूटर्स को या इंडस्ट्री को खाली रेज्यूमे जा रहे हैं। और अगर ये रेज्यूमे एआई बेस्ड है या चैट जीपीटी लेड है, वी कैन नॉट ट्रस्ट दीज रेज्यूमे। इसीलिए द प्लेटफॉर्म्स लाइक सीरी, राइट, ऐसे और कुछ प्लेटफॉर्म्स आज यूरोपियन मार्केट में है, स्पेशली इन यूएस, वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म और या जॉब पोर्टल, वहां पे भी आज जो काम कर रहे हैं, इट्स अ स्किल बेस्ड हायरिंग प्लेटफॉर्म, राइट। और जब भी हम लोग स्किल बेस्ड हायरिंग प्लेटफॉर्म के बारे में बात करें, एचआरस और स्पेशली रिक्रूटर्स, दे गेट कंप्लीट डेटा और रादर द मैथ स्कोर ऑफ दैट कैंडिडेट। सो इंस्टेड ऑफ रेज्यूमे आई कैन डायरेक्टली सी कि हाउ गुड दैट कैंडिडेट in case of his technical skill, in case of his psychometric test, in case of his video based interview, and so that we as a industry, we as a HR can take a better decision to recruit the best candidate, the skilled candidate, right? So this is from my end, but I want you to visit our Siri.in platform। अगर कोई भी fresher जिसका क्वालिफिकेशन फार्मा है, लाइफ साइंसेस है, हेल्थ केयर, एनी हेल्थ केयर, be it for hospital, somebody who is looking for a job in hospital, pharmaceutical company, diagnostic company, nutraceutical company, cosmetic company, we urge you to recommend Siri job platform, which is absolutely free for them. यहाँ पे skill based hiring platform through these freshers, these experienced candidates जिनको jobs switch करने हैं, they can switch the job. And this is something which is a revolution and which is a part of AI-based job matchmaking platform, especially we have curated for pharma and healthcare. So this is it from my end, and I wish you all the best. And in case if you need any help, any support, I'm happy to help here. You can connect me back on LinkedIn. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin, for such a insightful session. Your thoughts and perspectives added great value, and we appreciate the time and wisdom you shared. Before we go ahead for the next session, I request all the participants to kindly scan the QR code displayed on the screen to register and receive your e-certificate of participation. Please note that we are issuing certifications only to the participants who are attending this event and enroll their virtual attendance through this QR code. Also, at the end of the session, you can access to online quiz contest of this event. For this, you have to select a tab of free material, and then by selected test tab, you can start quiz. Top 20 winners will get special recognition certification at the end. I hope you have checked the online quiz contest tab, and we will proceed ahead. Coming up next, I'll let me welcome Mr. Sachin Vaikar, who will be sharing his thoughts and impact of AI on jobs. A results-oriented HR analytics and learning and development professional with over 10 years of experience across banking, pharma, and IT sectors. Currently with Zydus Group as manager, L&D analytics, specialized in transforming workforce data into actionable insights that drive training effectiveness, talent development, and strategic HR decision making. Previously held impactful roles at the DCB Bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Securities, and L&T Infotech, where he led MIS reporting, created dynamic Power BI dashboards, managed competency frameworks, and supported large-scale learning operations. He is known for a strong blend of analytical acumen, process improvement, and cross functional collaboration, contributing to the performance enhancement, audit compliance, and employee engagement across diverse functions. He is passionately building data backed HR strategies that has enabled people and businesses grow. Let's hear the session from Mr. Sachin Vaikar.
Hello everyone, it's truly pleasure to be with all of you today on World Youth Skill Day as a part of the Future of Job 3.0 series organized by City Skill Academy. Thank you Sachin Kumboji for this opportunity. I am Sachin Vaikar, currently working in L&D Analytics at Zydus Healthcare. I've worked across HR, data and business function in banking pharma industry. I have seen firsthand how AI is reshaping the job world. Imagine this, a robot not only dispense your medicines but also decide your treatment plan, designs the drug and delivers it to your door. Sound futuristic? That future is already here. What type of jobs are being replaced by AI? Let's address the elephant in the room. Will AI take my job? The truth is, the AI is already replacing the repetitive, routine, and rule based jobs. For example, in pharma, AI is being used for drug formulation, predictions, pill sorting, and automating the medical data entry. In engineering field, CAD modeling, quality checks, and predictive maintenance are AI driven. In management role, AI handles MIS reportings, data analytics, invoice processing, customer support, chatbots, and even financial forecasting. But here is the key. AI replaces the task, not the entire profession. If your job is just one repetitive task daily, it's that part is at risk. So you need to get along with AI. Let's address the elephant in the room. Will AI take my job? The truth is, the AI is already replacing the repetitive, routine, and rule based jobs. For example, in pharma, AI is being used for drug formulation, predictions, pill sorting, and automating the medical data entry. In engineering, the CAD modeling, quality checks, and predictive maintenance are AI driven. In management role, AI handles the MIS reporting part, invoice processing, customer support via chatbots, and even financial forecasting. But here's the key: AI replaces the task, not the entire profession. If your job is just a one repetitive task daily, then that part is at risk. So you really need to get along with AI. Question number: will AI create more job than it's destroy? Question number 2. Here is some good news. AI will create more jobs than it's destroy. According to the World Economic Forum, AI will eliminate 85 million jobs by 2025, and it will create 97 million new jobs in the area like data, digital transformation, automation, and human focused role. Roles like AI assisted drug discovery experts, AI integration engineers, and digital transformation managers in the business field. So, yes, game is changing, but it's not the game over. For those who choose to evolve, they really need to get along with the AI. Which industries are more at risk of automation? The risk isn't equal. Okay. The risk isn't equal across all industries. Manufacturing and logistic, where the assembly, packaging, and qualities are being handled manually. Then banking and BPO, where the KYC, help desks, and data entry jobs is at risk. In retail segment like cashiers, stock checks. In pharma, like administrative and the lab data roles. In engineering field, like drafting, documentation, coding part is at risk. Creative role, human centric role, and strategic decision making role will be at lowest risk. How AI is changing the role of human workers. Question number 5. AI isn't here to eliminate us, it's here to elevate us. We are moving from being task doers to a decision maker, from data handlers to insight interpreters, from back office staff to value creator. For example, in the pharma, researchers now focused on analyzing the AI generated molecule predictions instead of running every test manually. An engineer might oversee the AI system and use the real time data for the smart interventions. A business analyst using the AI dashboard to focus on the strategy instead of raw data. The role of human is shifting from manual to meaningful. Question number 5. Can AI take over the creative jobs like writing or designing? Yes, AI tools like ChatGPT or Midjourney can write content or design templates, but creativity is more than a structure. AI can write an article but not a vision. AI generate a layout but not a brand identity. AI can compose a music but not a feeling. So while AI can assist in a creative field, it lacks the context, emotion, and human storytelling. Creative professionals must learn to use how to use AI as a tool, not fear it as a competition. Question number 7. What is a job displacement and should student worry about it? Job displacement is when your role become irrelevant due to automation. Should you worry? Yes, if you stop learning. No, if you stay curious, adaptable, and skilled. Displacement is a signal, not a dead end. You're not competing with AI, you're competing with other humans who know how to use AI. How can people future proof their careers? How can people future proof their career? Let me give you 6-point career survival kit for the AI era. One is adaptability, the skill to unlearn and relearn. Then learn AI basic. You don't need to become a coder, but to understand how AI works in your field. Data skill, learn Excel, Power BI, SQL across the pharma, engineering, or business data rules. Soft skill, the communication, collaboration, empathy will never be automated. Cross functionality, learn adjacent skill if you are in pharma, explore the digital health if you are an engineer, explore the AI ops. Portfolio cover certificates. Show your work, build a model, write a report, share a project. The more uniquely human you are, the more future proof your career will become. How can people future proof their career? Let me give you 6 point career survival kit for the AI era. Adaptability, the skill to unlearn and relearn. Learn AI basic. You don't need to become a coder, but you need to understand how AI works in your field. Data skill, learn Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python across the pharma, engineering, or businesses for the data rules. Soft skill, communication, collaboration, empathy will never be automated. Cross functionality, learn adjacent skills if you are in pharma, explore the digital health if you are an engineer, explore the AI ops. Portfolio cover certificates, show your work, build a module, write a report, share a project. The more uniquely human you are, the more future proof your career will become. Question number 8. Will AI make internship and entry level job obsolete? Will AI make internship and entry level job obsolete? AI might replace routine internship tasks like making reports or data cleanups, but internships are all about learning workplace culture, solving the real problems, and collaborating in team. AI can't offer you mentorship or chance to fail or grow. While the task will evolve, internship will stay just smarter. My advice will be you choose internship that give you exposure to a tools, strategy, and collaboration.
Thank you all for your valuable knowledge, sir. I know this has been a valuable seminar. And as we know, while more would always feel less, we have to conclude it. And before concluding, we have our last panelist, Mr. Lakshmikant Sugandhi, sir. Introducing him in just a few lines doesn't do justice to the depth of his experience. With over 25 years of diverse experience in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry, he has consistently driven business growth through strategic marketing, product innovation, and international business development. Currently, he is an Associate Vice President, Marketing at Group Pharma, leading brand strategy, digital initiatives, and new product launches in the oral healthcare segment. His career spans impactful roles across Nigeria and India, including leadership positions at Medridge, Bharat Serums, Cadila Pharmaceuticals, and Group Pharma, working on the entire value chain from sales and exports to R&D and in licensing, with a strong focus on oral hygiene innovations, including bioactive glass toothpaste and backward integration of novel ingredients. Whether managing teams, launching divisions, or leading change management projects, he brings a result driven approach and a passion for delivering value through collaboration, innovation, and customer centric strategies. Here are a few words from Mr. Lakshmikant Sugandhi.
Hello, everyone. Hello. And first of all, let me thank you for taking time to listen to me. Whether you are watching this in your office, in your college, or in your pharmacy, or in your home, I truly appreciate your attention. And I thank you for joining me here. And I would also like to express my gratitude to Siri for giving me an opportunity to talk to you. Today, I want to talk something that is not just changing the world, but it is reshaping the way we are operating, the very core of how we as marketeers and healthcare professionals are operating. And this is not for just the beginners, but it is happening for whether you are senior, junior, or in between. The way business leaders, business managers have to operate had changed. And that is because of the digital evolution. I am using the word digital evolution and not digital disruption because it is an evolution. And we must evolve ourselves or otherwise we'll be left behind. We are living in an era where algorithms change overnight, the consumer behavior changing in minutes. 10-minute delivery is a norm, and technology is reshaping the way marketing will have to play. It is not the year of yearly and quarterly and monthly campaigns, but it is the moments and the minutes that matter now. A faulty Navy aircraft became the talk of the nation, and a smart state used it in moment marketing. In this new world, truth stands out. That is, marketing teams must evolve or otherwise they'll be left behind. And I say this not as a warning, but as a wake up call. For me, it is not a disruption, but it is about embracing the digital mindset. Let us be honest, digital often sounds like a technical word, but it is not for the software professionals or IT guys. It is for all of us, and we have already embraced it. Many of us know how the heart rate is measured. Many of us see the step count on the watch. We even consult doctors on screens and get prescriptions on screens. The telepharmacy is very much here, and the medicines are delivered. All of us I know have used digital wallets instead of carrying money. And this is in reality. So, what we are talking today about digital evolution or digital disruption is what is today, it is not what is tomorrow. And this digital is ever evolving technology. It is not just for the healthcare professionals or marketing people or for the commercial teams, it is for everyone. The way they communicate, the way interactions are happening, and the way expectations are. The expectation is today to be always connected and faster, quick communication. And in this area, who's in the control? It is our consumer who is in the control. He can skip ads in 3 seconds. He can block our emails. He can even report spam on WhatsApp. They can compare prices in seconds, and they expect personalized messages with speed and accuracy. So, marketing outreach methods of yesterday are no longer relevant to this evolving customer needs. The slow customer is gone. Today is an instant customer with instant gratification, instant communication, expectations. So, what is really at the stake? It is something that all of us have seen happening in front of our eyes. The industry, like banking, where everything was happening only through the branch, has gone 360-degree change. Today, when was the last time when you stepped into the bank? We can open accounts and do all our transactions on the mobile apps. No need to even visit a bank. Same thing is happening in other industries. Today, furniture is bought sitting at home and even checked how it will look in the house. Clothes are bought, eyeglasses are bought on the apps with the experience as if we are in store. Will it look on my face or how I will look in those clothes? That experience is given on digital media. Even entry to the airport no longer requires you to carry physical boarding passes or go through multiple security checks. Today, your face is recognized and the airport doors are opened for you. So in this era, if we don't embrace digital, how can we survive? It's about being must do it kind of things. Consumers are online and they ask their peers, their customer journey has changed. They ask their peers, they take reviews, they follow influencers, and they demand real time response and delivery. And yet, our marketing teams are running on annual plans or quarterly campaigns. Marketing teams are operating in silos, and they consider that making websites or running digital campaigns can be given to agencies or it is a side task. But what I see and what I believe is digital marketing has to be embraced. And it is to embrace digital technology, first we need to have a digital mindset. The marketing team needs to cultivate digital mindset by being agile and data driven. They must be digitally fluent and they must be obsessed to serve customers because only then today's customer we can win. If we don't evolve, we will become obsolete because consumer has evolved already. And what does evolving mean? There are five things or five shifts that I see. The first one that digital evolution will require for marketing teams to adapt in digital environment is shifting the mindset from campaigns to conversations. The two-way campaigns is a necessity today rather than one-time campaigns or broadcasting messages. The today's campaigns need to be engaging with the customer with real-time feedbacks and adaptation as necessary because these conversations will be tracked instantly on its effectiveness. And that's what is possible with digital technology embracement. Another is shift that we need to do in digital in marketing is going by the data rather than gut feel. Data is no longer optional, but it is an competitive edge. You must have heard it often. But how many of us take time to learn and utilize data? The third, I would always recommend marketing teams to is to start to learn operating cross-functional. Today, sales on field, sales on digital, the customer service center and supply chain needs to work together. Only then 10-minute delivery expectation can be met, and that's a need. So again, it calls for adapting digital to serve customers better. And this requires totally a different mindset. Fourth point that I would like to bring is about from outsourcing to in-house capabilities. Digital is no longer something that can be outsourced or given to agencies, but it has to become a daily affair in marketing teams. Only then digital gets hands-on marketeers. Digital is embraced by marketeers because when every conversation starts with SEOs, meta ad results, then digital is embraced as a strategic driver in marketing teams. The most important, and it's not last, but the most important, is how even the marketing gurus are talking about digital. I don't know if you have come across Professor Philip Kotler's book on S2H marketing. He's talking about rewriting the principles of marketing with S2H marketing. The earlier way of connecting with customers and broadcasting is no longer relevant in S2H, human to human marketing. The marketing rules are getting rewritten. Whether it is selling medicines, software, or services, we still need to be authentic, we still need to be engaging and relevant. And when the the whole principles that we studied in marketing are changing, how can we be still thinking of disruption and not evolution? Let me narrow it down to our own field in healthcare and marketing. Digital transformation is not just about better marketing, but it is about better care of the patient and the consumer. The doctors are interacting with our patients on video calls. They are giving digital prescriptions. These prescriptions are accessible not only to the patients in cities, but even in rural parts. And imagine making all products available across the country. It's not. So it means we need to have delivery capabilities to serve customers in every need. There are new careers emerging for pharmacy professionals like telepharmacy, the clinical trials through digital medias. Health tech startups are coming up with new revolutions where even the patients are nudged to refill their prescriptions. Pharmacovigilance is going digitally. And you must have seen today a lot of educational content on health awareness is through digital medias. So whether you are a pharmacist, a brand manager, or a product executive, digital is the way forward. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, this is not what we studied in syllabus, or this is for the software professionals. Oh, we don't know where to start. Or it is too much. Yes, I know. It cannot start all at once. But the truth is, somewhere we need to start. You don't have to learn the coding, but you need to be curious. You may take small steps, like learn to make content on apps like Canva, take courses on digital marketing, follow marketing influencers, explore meta ads and SEO. Try to interpret the different data that will give you an idea of what digital marketing is going to be like. Let me end this with something that you must be thinking. Okay, even if we take steps, what is important is being curious. Technology means change, and digital technology means rapid change. So even if we take steps today, we will have to be continually evolving to operate in tomorrow's marketing areas. And for that, we need to adapt and embrace digital wholeheartedly. We need to embrace curiosity. A small team who's expert in digital marketing can beat even the largest legacy brand. So it is about building in-house capabilities and nurturing digital marketing mindsets. It is about learning. It is about becoming curious and being open to experimentation. It is about collaborating and sharing because future is not waiting, but it is already here and it needs the smart marketeers, the digital marketeers. Thank you.
Thank you for Thank you for such an insightful session. I request everybody to scan the QR code on screen to avail your e-certificate of participation. We hope the session added value to your understanding and gave you meaningful insights on our today's topic, Future of Jobs. Your presence and participation made this initiative even more impactful. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us. Follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram for updates on upcoming events. Let's continue learning and growing together. Wishing you all the very best. Until next time, thank you and take care.